All right, everyone, this is the 187 District Court. These are the rules for the 187 District Court. To all of the inmates, you are not allowed to use the chat box. If you use the chat box, you will be sent back to your cell. You also are not allowed to pick up dates while you're on this Zoom. If you do that, you will be sent back to your cell. To everyone else, you are in the 187 District Court, regardless of where you currently are stationed. Treat it as such. Do not drive while you're on Zoom. If you do not behave professionally while you're on Zoom, you will be required to appear in court. So if you are at work, you need to let your employer know, I need to take a break because you are in the 187 District Court. To all of the defendants, I'm going to call your attorney's name. I'm not going to call your name. If you do not hear your attorney's name, that is because they are Zooming in another court. Trust me, they will get a chance to Zoom in here and they will see you. To all the attorneys, we are taking a break at noon. Sometimes I forget about the hard work that the court reporter does. That's because they are silent, but she needs a break because she's taking down everything that everyone says. Attorneys, if you have an agreement with one of the prosecutors, no matter how small, send it in the chat box to Ferguson, coordinator. She's the coordinator for the court. That way she can get the paperwork that's needed so we can complete your case. If your client is on bond, you need to send her your client's email address so that we can get that done. I am going to open breakout rooms. When I do, it will invite everyone to go to a breakout room. Do not go to a breakout room unless I specifically call your name and assign you to a breakout room. For the attorneys, all of the prosecutors have the ability to move throughout the breakout rooms. When you get sent to a breakout room, please be patient. Note that, for example, there are more defense attorneys than prosecutors. We only have, I think, 4 or 6. So just be patient with them. They can see you in the breakout room and they will most definitely talk to you. Let me see. And I want you to be sure and treat the breakout rooms like when you're going to go see your doctor. When you see your doctor and the nurse calls your name and calls you to the back, you think you're going to see your doctor, but really they're just putting you in another smaller room and your weight and blood pressure is being checked. So when you're in the breakout room, that's what's happening. So I'm going to call the names of the attorneys. This is the order in which you will appear. If you think your name is low on the list and you want to Zoom to another court, you're more than welcome to Zoom to another court. However, if you Zoom to another court and your name is called and you're not here, you will go to the end of the line. Please do not text Norma asking her for permission as far as whether you can leave or can I do this? Can I get a reset? I'm the only person who can do that for you. So these are the names of the attorneys, and this is the order in which your cases will be called. Alex Sharp, Amy
right here,
Owen,
Judge. Sorry.
Thank you. Amy Owen, Joseph Acevedo, Sylvia Cavazos, Bobby Barrera, Cleophas Marshall, Efren Torres, Anton Hayek, Jody Sowers, John Robertson, John Young, Johnny Cisneros, Kyle Simpson, Loretta Hewitt, Monica Guerrero, Paul Smith, Sean Farmer, Terry Carter, Ron Ross, Shannon Locke, Victoria Cruz, Eric Hernandez. Is there any attorney whose name I have not called?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here for Neil Kalfas. This is Sergio Ibarra.
All right, Sergio Ibarra. Any other attorney whose name I have not called?
Kelly McGinnis.
Wait, Kelly McGinnis?
Yes.
It's okay. I got my headphones on.
All right, anyone else?
George.
All right, George Schaefer. Anyone else?
Albert Flores.
Albert Flores. Anyone else? All right, Alex Sharp. Who do you have?
Johnny Tejeda, Your Honor.
And is that family violence or criminal trial division?
It should be CID, CTD, criminal trial division. It's not family.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 1. A prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Amy Owen, who do you have?
Good morning, Judge. I have Carol Schultz, and she is present as well. We're here. We had our discovery submitted to the court that we received everything. I received the additional discovery from Alexandra Williamson. We passed our plea deadline date, and we're just awaiting a trial setting, Your Honor.
All right, Carol Schutz, could I see you please on the screen? Ms. Schultz, where are you? Carol Schultz.
I should be on the screen, ma'am.
Hi. My understanding is that you're requesting a jury trial. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Your plea deadline has expired and we will schedule you for a jury trial. Ms. Owen, do you have anyone else on the docket?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
Did you want a bench trial or anything?
Oh, thank you, Norma. Ms. Owen, did you all want a bench trial or no?
No, Your Honor.
All right. We'll see you for a jury trial then, Ms. Schultz. You and your attorney are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, everyone, just give me a second. Norma, what page was that on?
Page 10, Judge.
Give me 1 second.
Thank you. All right, the next person up is Joseph Acevedo.
It's page 10.
All right, thank you. Joseph Acevedo,
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you see you on camera?
who do you have?
Richard Carrillo. Richard Carrillo.
All right, just give me one moment. How do you spell the last name?
Carrillo.
And is it criminal trial division or family violence?
Mostly criminal.
Is it a combination of criminal trial division and family violence?
Yes, but I think the family may have been dismissed. I think, I'm not sure.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 2. A prosecutor will meet you there.
Judge, can you authorize me to go to breakout rooms, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Me as well, if you could, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, Joseph Acevedo, I'm sending you to breakout room number 2.
Judge, on one of his most recent cases, a night mag, he may need a appointed lawyer on that while I confer on everything else.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 2. Norma Ferguson, can you look into that, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, the next person is Sylvia Cavazos.
Good morning, Judge. This is Sylvia Cavazos' assistant. She is on another Zoom hearing, but she says she will log in as soon as she's done.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bobby Barrera.
Good morning, Your Honor. I've got Frank Tallarico. I saw he's on there somewhere.
How do you spell the last name?
T is in Tom, Alarico, Tallarico.
All right, is
Frank?
it criminal trial division or family violence?
It's criminal trial division, Judge. We have conferred numerous times. My client is still persistent in his request for jury trial. And
All right.
he is aware the deadline has passed for plea bargain acceptance.
All right, Frank Tallarico, where are you? Frank Tallarico.
Where's here?
Oh, I think he's the Zoom user, but his video is not showing. Would you like to consider a bench trial or no?
Hello?
Yes,
Frank.
Mr. Tallarico, I see you.
There you are. Stand by, Frank. Judge, I've discussed that issue with him in an attempt to see if we can get some resolution, but at this time he's persisting in a jury trial.
All right. Well, Mr. Barrera, if you don't have anyone else on the docket,
No,
you
ma'am.
and your client are excused.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Have a great day. Okay,
All right,
Frank,
thank
I'll
you.
call
You
you
too.
later.
Alex Sharf, you're back and outside among the birds. What's going on?
Yes, hi, Judge. I'm Mr. Nisbet and I talked, and we've been given an offer, and so I just would need a reset so I could talk to Mr. Tejeda about it.
Where's your client?
I talked to him on the phone. He should be online.
Johnny Tejeda, where are you? You need to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you and see you. Alex Shar, if you'll go back to breakout room number 1, I'll send your client into breakout room number 1. If you can confer with him on the offer that's been tendered, please.
Well, Judge, I've got to be in person at the 290th at 9:30. I have another Zoom at 10:30 and 11.
Is the 290th more important than the 187th?
Well, of course not. Everybody's important. I'm just trying
I
to
tell you
show
what, do
get
your
everywhere that I
290th.
can.
My understanding is the 290th is right across the hall from me. So you can
Okay.
do 290th and then we'll wait for you.
Well, I'm walking over there right now, so I guess I can talk to him right now.
All right, well, I'm going to tell you what my mom tells me. Don't walk and talk, watch your step.
Of course, Judge.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right, you're welcome. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1 iPhone with your attorney. And let me rename you. All right, so Johnny Tejeda, if you'll go to breakout room number 1, please.
Thank you.
And let me see, Marcus Sanders, yes. You can go back to number 1, Alex.
I'm trying to get there, Judge.
All right. Okay, next person up is Cleophas Marshall.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
Good morning, I'm doing great. It's Thursday.
Yes, it's a fast week.
It's a beautiful day.
It is. I have Mr. Philip Villarreal. I understand that Mr. Wayne Young also has him on a case. He was appointed about a month before I was appointed on the case. I've attempted to contact my client. I talked with his mom. I do know that Mr. Young was in contact with him on yesterday, so he should be on this Zoom. We sent him the information as well, but I've not conferred with anyone on it.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 3.
Okay, and I don't know, is Mr. Young on here as well or no?
Wayne Young
Yes.
is not Wayne Young. Let me check. No, he's not here yet.
Okay. And just one other thing, Judge, do you know whether both cases are set today? I know mine is.
Yes, everything's set today.
Very good. Okay, so I'll go to the breakout room.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Efren Torres.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Who do you have?
Roland Huerta,
How do you spell the last name?
Huerta,
And is it criminal trial division or family violence?
Criminal Trial Division.
I'll send you to breakout room number 4. A prosecutor will meet you there.
Judge, we've already conferred. Our client just wants a jury trial.
All right, just give me a moment.
Thank you.
Roland Huerta, where are you? Roland Huerta.
He looks like he.
I'm here, Your Honor. Good morning.
Hello. Where are you? Are you driving? What did I say about driving? See, this is what happens when people don't pay attention.
I'm about to listen to your mom, Your Honor. Stop and pull over so I don't crash.
Well, you need to do that.
Thank you.
And if you appear on the video one more time driving, you're going to be required to appear in court, okay?
Understand.
All right, as soon as your client pulls over, we'll discuss that.
I'm ready, Your Honor.
All right. Have you received the offer from the state?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
And are you rejecting that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Efron, would you like a bench trial or no?
No, Judge.
All right. Then we will set you for a jury trial. See your client in court.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a blessed day.
All right. You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Next person is Anton Hyatt. Anton Hyatt.
Is present, Your Honor. I have Nicholas Valdez, with, I believe, up to 4 cases. If you let me confer, I'd appreciate it.
All right. Is it criminal trial division or family violence?
Criminal trial.
And Your Honor, this is Jody Sawyers. We were hired yesterday afternoon to represent Nicholas.
Oh,
Okay.
And
On all
I
4
apologize.
cases?
It was late in the day, Mr. Anton, so we haven't had a chance to confer with you yet.
All right.
On
So what
all-
I'll do, Anton, I'm going to send you and Ms. Sars to breakout room number 4, and then a prosecutor will meet you there, but I'll send you there so you both can confer, and whatever information you have, Mr. Hyatt, you can tender it to them. And Ms. Sars, did you all filed a notice of retained counsel?
We have filed it, Your Honor, except it appears to only be in 3 of the 4 cases. I think there was a mix-up. We're working on that this morning.
All right. So you're hired for all cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. I'll send you both to number 4.
Thank you.
Your Honor, this is Terry Carter. I'm working with Ms. Sawyers on those cases. May I please join that breakout room with them?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. The next person up is John Roberson.
Good morning, Your Honor. I've got Erica Rodriguez. It is a CTD case. We have an offer from the last setting that we had that we are accepting. However, I cannot locate my client. I've left messages with her number and with her father's number, but I can't get hold of her.
All right. I give everybody till 10:30 if you want to zoom out and zoom back in at 10:30.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next person up is John Young.
Morning, Your Honor. I have Jesse Esparza. He's in the courtroom.
And is it criminal trial division or family violence?
On his criminal trial division, I believe he has other cases. I have one burglary charge.
All right. I'll send you to breakout room number 5. A prosecutor will meet you there.
Judge Joseph Acevedo, may I approach briefly?
Yes.
I'm down to like 5% on my Zoom. Judge, we've conferred on Mr. Carrillo. He has numerous cases. State is being reasonable. However, I would ask if I could have a plea deadline, 30 days.
Have you spoken to Mr. Carrillo? He's on the screen about the offer.
I have not, Your Honor, but it's way too much to, I would need to visit with them.
All right. I'm going to send you to, if you'll go back to breakout room number 2.
Okay.
So your client can go there with you.
Okay.
Mr.
And
Carrillo?
may we have a deadline, plea deadline?
Yes, but go to number 2 and speak to your client. Mr. Carrillo?
Thank you.
Go to breakout room number 2.
Thank you, Your
Johnny
Honor.
Cisneros.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Who do you have?
I have Blake Wilburn. It's a family violence. I'd like to speak to a prosecutor, please.
All right, Norma, can you have somebody help Mr. Carrillo go to breakout room number 2, please?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Cisneros, I'll send you to breakout room number 6.
Thank you.
Kyle Simpson.
Yes, Your Honor. I have Stephen Polisek. He's online. And this is a family violence case. If I could go into a breakout room.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading one of the chats. Who is it?
Stephen Polisek. He's on Zoom. I've seen him on the profile.
Okay, you know I'm going to ask you how you spell the last name, right?
I was hoping he wouldn't.
Is it Polase?
Here, I can get you an exact. think it's Polasek.
Okay, I
That's-
spelled it correctly. Is it criminal trial division or family violence?
Family violence.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 7. A prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you.
Loretta Hewitt.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning.
I have Eduardo Rios, which is a motion to set bond. And John Guajardo, I'm not sure why he's being recalled this morning. He's a brand new case. His pre-hearing wasn't set until April 6th.
You say John Gallardo? Are these criminal trial division cases or family violence?
Guajardo is family violence, but I don't even have discovery on that case yet. Brand
Okay,
new.
and Rios, is he criminal trial division or family violence?
Criminal trial division. And it's a motion to set bond.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 8. A prosecutor will meet you there.
Okay.
Monica Guerrero.
I'm here,
Monica
Your Honor.
Guerrero.
I'm here, Your
Hi.
Honor.
Who do you have?
I have Mr. Michael Lira. And I did confer with Mr. Sanders, and my client is rejecting the plea offer and would like to have a jury trial.
Where's Michael Lira?
I saw
Michael
him.
Lira.
I saw him. He's on
Michael
the,
Lira. All right, I'll give him till 10:30.
He's in the room, Judge. I see his name.
I don't see him.
he's on the last icon.
All right, he needs to say something. I mean, silence means you're not here. If you can get him to speak, I'll take up your case. Paul Smith.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on Mr. Anthony Warrington.
Anthony, what's the last name?
Warrington, Warrington. And I believe it's family violence along with criminal trial.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 9. A prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you.
Your Honor, John Young back from the breakout room.
Yes.
Jesse Esparza has rejected their offer.
All right, Jesse Esparza, where are you?
He's in the courtroom.
Could I have the, have you spoken to him by phone, John, today?
I have, and there was also a chat at the beginning from the bailiff saying he was in the courtroom.
Yes, no, he's in the courtroom. Have you had a chance to speak with him today?
I talked to him by phone today, yes.
All right, can I see Mr. Esparza, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'm here. I didn't know how the deal worked.
All right, just give me a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Are you Jesse Esparza?
Ma'am.
All right, Mr. Esparza, your attorney is telling me that you are requesting a jury trial.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I want you to know something, and I want everyone to know this. Once I say that your plea deadline has expired, it has expired. If the state comes back on the day of trial, and even if they were to offer you a Class C misdemeanor or something less than or a misdemeanor, the court is not accepting it. After your case, your plea deadline date has expired, that means you're going to jury trial.
Yes, ma'am.
So you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, do you want a bench trial or a jury trial?
The jury trial.
Jury trial, Your Honor.
All right, we will see you for jury trial.
Thank you.
You are excused.
Your Honor, Haig's back from talking to Ms. Sawyers. May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Lira?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, my understanding is that you are requesting a jury trial.
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right, your plea deadline date has expired. What that means is that the court will not accept any plea offers after today. So I will put you down for a jury trial unless you're requesting a bench trial. Ms. Guerrero, is it going to be a jury trial or a bench trial?
No, my client would like to take his chance with a jury.
Okay. All right, you and your client are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All
Yes,
right.
Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sean Farmer?
Hello, Your Honor.
I'm here for Mario Rodriguez. There's some other cases where Wayne Young I'm going to be entering for the attorney of record, substituting in for Wayne Young. I have been sick for the past few days, but supplemental information was sent to the DA for this case. I guess
All
I
right.
request a reset.
All right, is it criminal trial division and family violence?
Criminal trial division.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 10, so you
Okay,
can at least know which prosecutor you'll be dealing with, okay?
Okay.
Judge, this is Tom, could you send inmate Eduardo Rios to breakout room 8 with his lawyer, please?
Mr. Rios, please go to breakout room number 8. Ron Ross?
I'm here, Judge.
Yes, Jeremy.
Jeremy Cordova. It's a family violence.
Judge, what breakout room did that Sean Farmer guy just go to? I'm sorry.
He's in breakout room number 10.
Thank you. Sorry.
No problem. Ron, I'll send you to breakout room number 11.
Yes, ma'am.
And Your Honor, this is Jody Sawyers. You said you would send a prosecutor into our breakout room prior to this, and no prosecutor ever showed up. So if we could be
okay, I think you missed my speech in the beginning because you were not here at the very beginning. When I send you to a breakout room, consider it going to your doctor. So when a nurse calls you back to a breakout room, they're just there to check your weight and blood pressure. If you'll notice, there are more defense attorneys than there are prosecutors on the screen. So if you will wait there, a prosecutor will meet you there. But if you leave the breakout room, that means when they look on the screen, they're not going to see anybody there and they're going to bypass the room. So they're going in order that you appear on the screen.
And I appreciate that. The problem is that he has both CTD and family violence cases. So I don't know which prosecutor the state wants us to confer with.
No, that's why I named it CTD and family violence. So someone will meet you there.
Okay, thank you so much.
Sure, no problem. They will get there when they're able to come, okay?
Sounds great. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yes. Judge, can you send Philip Buriel, if he's here, to breakout room 3 with Cleo?
All right, just one moment. What is the name again?
Philip Villarreal is the defendant, and it's breakout room 3 with Clovis Marshall.
All right, is there a Philip Villarreal here? Philip Villarreal.
Somebody raised their hand. Maybe he's on the phone with Cleo. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
Are you Philip Villarreal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let me rename you. All right, I'm gonna send you to a breakout room with your attorney.
Ma'am.
And I'm sending you to breakout room number 3.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Shannon Locke.
Hi, Judge. I think Sylvia Cavazos is back. If I could be put in a breakout room with her, I'd appreciate it.
Chris, you should be able to move.
Jonathan, hey, how you doing? Still in court.
All right.
Sorry, Judge. My phone is acting up, so I'm unable to do the manipulation as a co-host. So if you could assign me.
All right, I'll put you in breakout room number 5.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have family violence.
Wait, just give me a moment.
Sorry.
Oh, no problem. Alex Scharf, if you can go to breakout room number 1. Did you go to breakout room number 1 with your client?
I did go to breakout room and did talk to Mr. Tejeda. He is not accepting the plea agreement. We'd like to push the case to jury.
Johnny Tejeda, where are you? Johnny Tejeda.
Your Honor, present.
Mr. Tejeda, I don't know what the problem is on your end, but you will no longer be allowed to be on Zoom. You'll have to report in person to court from now on. My understanding is that you went for a jury trial. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, your plea deadline has expired. So what that means is you will be going to a jury trial. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements in this case.
Your Honor, if I may speak just for a second, this is the first day we've received an offer. We
Alex,
had a
what I
few
can
minutes to
tell
talk
you,
about it.
Alex, on June 18, 2020, I have in my file that an offer was tendered. I have October 15th that an offer was tendered. So are you, who's the prosecutor you were negotiating with?
Tom Nisbet.
And so you're saying he's just giving you an offer today?
Yes.
Norma?
Yes, ma'am.
On Johnny Tejeda, give him a 30-day reset. Okay. Mr. Tejeda?
Yes,
and
ma'am.
the court's file, it shows where an offer has been tendered, but I guess the state has given a new offer. This is your last plea deadline date. After that, the court will not accept any plea offers. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So whomever you need to talk to that you want to get advice from, you need to do that before the date that we're about to be given. What date, Norma?
April 29th.
All right, so April 29th.
Right. Thank you.
All right, thank you. You and your client are excused.
Thank you,
Thank
Judge.
you.
You're
Y'all have a
welcome.
great day.
All right, you too.
Judge,
Thank
does
you.
he need to appear in court?
Yes.
Okay.
Judge, can you send Stephen Plasek into breakout room number 7 with Kyle Simpson?
All right, just give me one moment.
Yes, Judge.
And who am I sending?
Stephen Plasek to breakout room number 7.
All right, Mr. Pulaski, please go to breakout room number 7, and everyone just give me a moment, please. All right, the next person up is Shannon Locke.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have Steve Sancho. If I could confer with a family violence prosecutor, also just for the court's knowledge, we'd filed a motion to modify. He needs to get his second vaccine shot and travel to and from Bernie to do that.
Oh, that has already been signed.
Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you.
Sure.
If I could confer with a family violence prosecutor, that'd be
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 12. A prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sure. Victoria Cruz.
Yes, Your Honor. My client is here, Mr. Jesus Torres.
And is it family violence or criminal trial division?
It's criminal trial division. Mr. Torres, can you put your video out? There he is. Okay. Are
All
you
right,
driving, Mr. Torres?
No,
Okay, good.
I've been parked after I dropped off my brother from school.
Okay, good. Your Honor, I'm also covering Patricia Padilla Morales on Frank Moreno. It is also a CTD case.
All right. I'm sending you to breakout room number 13. That's the lucky room.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Lucky number 13.
That'll work.
Yeah.
All right, Eric Hernandez.
An update? Oh,
Just one moment. Eric Hernandez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sorry, I was trying to unmute. I
We have-
represent Leonard McGarity, 2020CR7995. This is my first appearance on his behalf. He
Is it
was
criminal trial
previously
division or family violence?
family violence, I believe.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 14. A prosecutor will meet you there.
Judge, can you send Blake Wilburn into room 6 with Johnny Cisneros?
Blake Wilburn, please go to room 6. Sergio Ibarra.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have Eleazar Flores. It's a CTD.
How do you spell the first name?
Eleazar.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 15. A prosecutor will meet you there.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Kelly McGinnis.
Hi, Judge. I'm here for Reynaldo Garcia. I hope he's here. It's trial division.
Yes.
Okay.
You need to stop driving and you need to put on a proper attire. Send you to breakout room number 16. Ms. McGinnis, when your client meets you there, talk to him about how he should be dressed.
I will, Judge.
How do I go to breakout room 15?
You haven't been invited to go there yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
George Schaefer. George Schaefer. All right, Albert Flores.
Morning, Judge. I've got Juan Antonio Garcia Sanchez. We've passed our plea deadline. We're just requesting a jury trial, Judge.
All right, Juan Garcia Sanchez, where are you?
He's the guy with the blue cap, Judge. No longer a cap.
Where, Mr. Sanchez?
He's under iPhone.
Okay, I'm trying to find him on the screen.
You need to unmute, sir.
Judge, are you there?
Yes.
Can you please put Mario Rodriguez, inmate, into breakout room? I think it was just in 10 with his lawyer, Sean Farmer.
Mr. Rodriguez, please go to breakout room number 10. All right, Juan Antonio Garcia Sanchez, where are you?
I'm working hard. Good morning.
I'm sorry, what?
Good morning.
Yes, my question is, where are you?
I'm working. I'm working.
That's not asking my question. I'm working, but
I'm
where
working,
I'm at
I'm
is in my
sorry.
chambers. The
My English is
prosecutors
not
are
very
working.
good. Huh?
I said, so where are you?
Working.
What location, Juan?
The TPC, San Antonio TPC. TPC, San Antonio.
Mr. Sanchez? My
Yes.
understanding, you're requesting a trial?
My English is not very good, Miss Joe. Somebody interpret.
Mr. Flores, have you been able to speak with your client in Spanish?
Yes, the whole time, Judge.
All right, does he know what a jury trial is?
He does, Your Honor.
Well, let me be sure. Ms. Ferguson? Could you have an interpreter zoom in so I can speak with Mr. Garcia Sanchez? All right, Albert, just give us a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Jason Goss?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Yes, who do you have?
I have Paul Martinez.
And is it criminal trial division or family violence?
It's family violence.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 17. The prosecutor will meet you there.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Alfonso Otero. Alfonso Otero. Marco Bass.
Good morning, Judge. Sorry.
Good morning. Oh. Alfonso, who do you have?
I have Espinosa Miguel. It's a trial division and family violence.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 18. The prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Marco Bass.
Morning, Judge. I'm here.
Yes. Who do you have?
Jose Turibiates. Family violence.
All right. I'll send you to breakout room number 19. The prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you.
Wayne Young.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, who are you here for?
Philip Villarreal, Your Honor. I've tried calling him, but I've not heard back from him.
All right, I'm giving him till 10:30. Have you had a chance? I think the other attorney on that case is Cleophas Marshall as well. Have you had a chance to speak with Cleo?
No, I haven't, Your Honor.
All right, just give us a moment. Has there been any attorneys who come back from the breakout room? Loretta Hewitt?
Yes, Judge. We have a deal on Eduardo Rios. It's going to require some plea paperwork to be done. So I don't know how quickly Mr. Nisbet can do that.
Oh, that'll
We're
be
getting
done
it
today.
done. We're
If
getting
you
it
can
done.
put,
Also, Loretta, the new drug case came back less than a gram, so I'll do the just 180 days on the state jail instead of the TDC.
Okay.
all right, and what will happen if you, Loretta, or somebody can put in the chat box to Norma what the agreement is so she can get the paperwork.
Okay. And I may need to run to a quick jail court thing, but I'll be back if I disappear.
All right, and then your other client, John?
Apparently they have hired an attorney and I didn't realize that.
Okay, and what is that other client's name, please? John who?
Guajardo.
Norma, can you see who that attorney is?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and Loretta, on that case, we'll see if they filed a notice of retained counsel.
Okay.
All right, anyone else back from the breakout room?
Joseph
Cleo's
Acevedo, Your
back
Honor.
from the, well, I'll go after Joseph.
That's fine.
Yes,
It doesn't matter.
Joseph Acevedo, yes.
Your Honor, I visited with my client. May we have a plea deadline date? And
Who's your client?
Ricardo Carrillo. Richard Carrillo, Carrillo.
Richard Correa, where are you?
He's an inmate, Your Honor.
No, I mean, he's not answering. Richard Correa. Richard Correa.
He's 14B.
I'm like, why are people not speaking up when their name is?
Hello, ma'am. I'm here.
All right, Mr. Correa.
Yes, ma'am.
Your attorney is requesting a plea deadline for you.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to give you a plea deadline. Norma, can you recall this next week, please?
Yes, ma'am. You can come back on the 31st, Judge.
All right, Mr. Correa.
Yes, ma'am.
Your plea deadline date for this is March 31st. We'll see you then. You can either accept the plea or reject it, but after that point in time, the court will not accept any plea bargain agreements. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll
Your
see you
Honor.
March 31st.
Your Honor.
Yes.
May I have the following April, first week in April? There's still an attorney that needs to be appointed on the night mag.
No, it doesn't, Judge. That case is going to be TIC'd as a matter of both pleas. The sooner the better for the state.
I'm sorry,
All right.
Tom, to interrupt. The attorney has been appointed a long time ago, Scott McCrum.
Okay.
Well, Tom is saying that they're going to take that in consideration. So we'll be back on March 31st.
Judge, may I have the following week?
I mean, why do we, this case has been going on since June, like an offer was tendered. And on June 25th, there was supposed to be a plea and it didn't happen. So then I gave a regular reset October 15th. And then there was a reset for January 14th. Then a reset for February 11th. And that is why your client is in custody, because he went on the run. And so now we're back here on March 25th. So he's had since June 25th to consider an offer. So I'm setting it for March 31st. So Mr. Carrillo, March 31st is your plea deadline date.
Yes, ma'am.
And you can make a decision on whether or not to accept the plea, whether or not you want a jury trial, whether or not you want a bench trial. But that date is the last date that the court will accept any plea bargain agreements. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll see you back on March 31st at 9 a.m. Norma, can you let them know he can go back? He's 14B.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Acevedo, you're excused.
Thank you.
Cleophas Marshall.
Yes. I've conferred with the state, and I've also talked with my client. I think, and I could be wrong, but I think this is the first setting case.
Where's your client?
You know what, Your Honor, I think he's still in the breakout room.
All right, if you can bring him back to the main room, please.
Okay, I will.
And Wayne Young is here also.
Wayne Young did come in. Well,
I tell you what, if you go back to breakout room number 3, and Wayne Young, if you could go to number 3 as well, please. Wayne Young, go to breakout room number 3.
I will. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Judge, is there a Reynaldo Garcia?
Reynaldo Garcia. Reynaldo Garcia.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, first of all, the answer is either yes or no. Second of all, you're not to be driving in a vehicle. Thirdly, from now on, you're going to have to appear in court. So he's here. Which room did he need to go to, Marcus?
16.
All right, I'm sending you to breakout room number 16. All right, Andres Capian.
I'm having a.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Yes.
I have Julian Salazar, CTD.
All right. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 20. A prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
And Judge, can you send Jeremy Cordova to breakout room number 11 to confer with this attorney?
Jeremy Cordova, where are you?
I'm right here, Your Honor.
All right, you're Galaxy. Let me rename you just 1 second.
Yes, ma'am.
You said breakout room number 11, Laura?
Yes, Judge.
All right, Mr. Cordova, please go to breakout room number 11.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, are there any attorneys back from the breakout room? Yes, Jody Sawyers.
Sawyers, we're back as well.
Yes.
And Johnny Cisneros, Your Honor.
All right, Johnny, let me take up Jody first, then I'll come to you. Yes, Ms. Sawyers.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. We signed on yesterday. We still don't have discovery. We have conferred with the state, but they're not able to give us a definitive offer today based on a couple of items that they're still trying to get to us and for us to review. So we're asking for a reset to come back and confer with them and get an offer.
All right, your client has a violation report. Where's your client?
He is online under Nicholas, I believe.
Nicholas Valdez, where are you? Nicholas Valdez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you need to show your video.
Sure.
All right, why is your head, what is your head on the roof of?
I'm sitting in the back seat of my car.
So how tall are you?
I'm 6'2". It's folded. Yeah.
These are questions
got
that
out of the
I ask
noise.
because
I
I
was,
want to know the answer to. I
Okay.
mean,
I would be 6'2"
I'm not
also.
driving, Your Honor.
I appreciate that.
I would
We
be
have a
6'2".
problem. I received a violation report from pretrial services. They're saying that you haven't contacted them.
I did contact them. I did the orientation and everything, but I didn't ever hear from anybody after the orientation.
Ms.
And
Sars, just 1 second, Mr. Valdez, Ms. Sars. His
Yes, Your Honor.
pretrial services officer is Vanessa Flores, Florez. The number to pretrial services is 335-8964. What I'm going to do with the violation report, because they're saying that they tried to contact you at the number that was given. It's a 789 number. That's what it begins with, and a 372 number. They tried to contact your references, Irene and Crystal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you till today to get in contact with them. Ms. Sawyers, you need to make sure he gets in contact with them. Otherwise, we're going to have some issues. You understand?
yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to put on here compliance by 3 p.m. today.
Okay.
If you do not comply by that, I'm going to get another violation report. I'm going to order that you be in court and I'm going to hear it. You understand?
Yes, ma'am. I'll do it as soon as we're dismissed.
All right. So what discovery issues do you say you don't have, Ms. Sawyers?
Well, we just logged into the case or filed with the case yesterday. The first we could download discovery was this morning, and we've been trying to download it, but we don't have them yet. We're still waiting because there's 4 cases. We're still waiting on some discovery to be downloaded. So I haven't even had a chance to look at the police report. The other issue is that we don't have lab results back for one of the possession of controlled substance cases. And so we're working on those issues.
All right, Norma. Can you call them back in 20 days for discovery?
Yeah. April 9th, Judge.
All right, we'll see you back on April 9th at 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You and your client are excused.
Thank you.
All right, is there another attorney, Johnny Cisneros?
Yes, ma'am. Judge, I too would be 6'2" also if I had hair.
All right, what are we doing with Blake Wilburn?
Your Honor, they extended an offer that we're going to reject.
All right, where's Mr. Wilburn?
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Wilburn, you have received the offer and you are rejecting the offer?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to give you a plea deadline date. Norma, can we have 30 days on this, please?
Yes, ma'am. That will be, we'll bring you back on April 29th, Judge.
All right, April 29th will be your plea deadline date. What that means is that the court will not consider any plea bargain agreements after that date. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and state, on that case, also, I'm going to ask that the discovery acknowledgement be filed. Mr. Cisneros, have you received all the discovery?
To my knowledge, I have, Your Honor.
All right, so on that date as well, then the state will have tendered you an acknowledgement of discovery.
Thank you.
All right, if there's nothing else, you and your client are excused. It's always good seeing you.
Thank you, and everybody stay healthy. Bye-bye.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sean Farmer.
Hello, Your Honor. I conferred with my client and he would like to accept the offer from the state. And I guess he would be willing to enter the plea today and request a different date for sentencing.
All right, yes. If you'll put in the chat box to Ferguson coordinator what the plea agreement is so she can get the paperwork to you.
Okay, thank you.
Then we'll do sentencing on a different date. Is there another attorney who's back, Paul Smith?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here. I've talked with Jordan. I got an offer. My client was finally able to sign on. He's in the room under Warrington Anthony. I'd like to reset it. There is some new discovery that I need to pull down on the most recent cases.
Okay, what other cases are there?
Well, there was a 399th case that was closed. There is one family violence and one violation of protective order and 2 evading. Some of those have been closed or dismissed and rejected.
So I don't understand how that's related to the rejected cases are related to this case.
Evidently, they were filed and rejected, but there's a possibility that the reason they were rejected was the test had not come back yet.
Judge, if I can interject, I did make an offer on the indicted case. However, the rejected case will be filed if he does not accept the offer. So I think maybe he wants to review those cases, because basically the offer incorporates that rejected case, but there's nothing wrong with it. It was rejected because lab results weren't back, and then lab results got filed 2 weeks after it was rejected. So I think he wants to contemplate whether he's willing to accept the offer as a comprehensive offer of the 4 or 5 cases he has.
All right.
Plus one that would be indicted if he decides not to accept the offer. So I think that's what he's asking for time to consider.
All right. All right, thank you. Norma? On Anthony Warrington?
Sorry, I was trying to meet. Yes, ma'am.
No, on Anthony Warrington, Mr. Smith, is 20 days enough time for you?
I would prefer 30, Your Honor, if possible.
Okay. Norma, can you recall this in 30 days?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Worthington, that is your plea deadline date. So whomever you need to speak to make a decision, that will be up to you. But the date that you're about to receive, that is the plea deadline date.
Judge, we'll bring you back on April 29th as well.
All right, Mr. Smith, you and your client will come back on April 29th.
Very well, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. You and your client excused.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
All right. Kyle Simpson, you're back.
Yes, Your Honor. We do have a plea offer. However, there is another case that I have not been hired on. It's a misdemeanor assault, indecent touching, that I'd like to be able to review. So if we could get an extension on the plea deadline for 30 days, so I can do that and go over that with my client.
Okay, I don't understand. How's the misdemeanor case associated with an offer in this case?
Because there's a possibility that we would still have to go on with that case. I've not seen the merits of that case. I haven't seen the discovery of that case. And we're trying to figure out if we're going to do everything together, or it's going to go into the decision-making on what we do on this case.
All right, have you received all the discovery in each of these cases?
Nothing on that case because I have not been hired yet.
No, I mean on the cases that are out of this court.
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you requesting that the plea deadline date be extended?
I don't know.
I think you talked to Laura, but yeah, that sounds fine with me. If there's a new case out there.
All right, Norma. Can you give them a 30-day reset, Mr. Simpson? After today, the plea deadline will not be extended again.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, see you and your client on April 29th.
Thank you, Judge. Have a nice day.
All right, you too.
Your Honor, when you have a moment.
All right, just give me a moment. All right, everyone, just give me 1 second, please. All right, I believe I heard Cleophas Marshall and Victoria Cruz. Cleophas Marshall, are you here?
Yes, I am here, Your Honor. Wayne is also on, as well as Mr. Villarreal. We've conferred with the state. We have received an offer. I think this is our first setting case for the first setting for both of the cases. We're just asking for a regular reset for our client to be able to consider the offer and then to go over any other information that we may have with him.
All right.
And if possible, Your Honor, if we could get a reset in May, I'm supposed to be off in the month of April. So I'm hoping that we can get a reset after that time sometime.
Join
All
that
right.
request, Your Honor.
Are you going to be off in the month of April? You say suppose.
Yes, I've already requested the month off. There was one or two other courts that somehow they gave me a setting, and we're trying to get those settings continued.
All right. Wayne Young, are you going to be available in May? Okay, Wayne, you're muted. Wayne always, you know that Wayne, your screen always has this haze, like you're like in a halo.
I am, Judge, and look, let me show you. If I move over to this side, I'm clear, but when I'm in the middle, I'm fuzzy. I've tried cleaning it. I don't know what
I mean, I think it's great. It's one of those soap opera hazes that you have going on.
Look, if I go over to the left-hand side, you can see me clearly.
Yeah. Wayne, are you okay with setting this in May?
Yes, Your Honor, we, all three of us talked together. Any setting in May, if you'll tell me what time, I'll double check to make sure I don't have anything else on there.
Norma, can you give me a plea deadline date for the first week in May, please? For Philip Villarreal.
Can we make it the second week, Judge? I've got about 9 cases that first week.
All right, Norma, can you set this the second week in May?
May 13th.
All right, May 13th. Mr. Villarreal, that is your plea deadline date. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements after that date.
Yes, ma'am.
So whomever you need to talk to, you need to talk to them.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, you're welcome.
May we be
you and your attorneys are excused.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Could somebody tell Jesus Torres to wake up? Mr. Torres, if you go to sleep on this screen one more time, I'm going to require that you appear in court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I wasn't asleep. I was trying to get something.
No, you were asleep, or either you're going to say you were just resting your eyes. Kelly McGinnis, you're back.
I'm back, Judge. I've conferred with the state and my client. This is our first appearance. I'm just asking for a regular reset to consider the offer and to have my client come to the office and look at discovery.
All right, Norma, on Reynaldo Garcia, can you give them a 30-day reset, please?
April 29th, Judge.
All right, I'll see you on April 29th.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, I apologize.
Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Albert Flores.
Yes, Your Honor, we're here.
Hi, what's happening with your client?
Judge, I think we were waiting for an interpreter, but.
All right, Norma says the interpreter should be here in about 5 more minutes.
Okay, I've been conferring with him via text, Your Honor, explaining to him what you were asking. I don't know if you want to give it a shot again in English.
I better wait for the interpreter. Any other attorney who's back?
Yes, Judge. Sylvia Cavazos and I are back on Larry Phillips. I believe Ms. Cavazos wanted to visit with Mr. Phillips in a breakout room to discuss with him something that her and I discussed.
Yes, all right. Honor. All right, Sylvia Cavazos, if you'll go back to number 5.
Yes, Judge.
And Larry Phillips, where are you? If you'll go to 5, please.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
We'll be back.
Judge, if you could send Steven Sancho to number 12 with Shannon Locke.
Steven Sancho, if you go to breakout room number 12, please. Kelly Piddle.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. Who do you have?
I have Alex Francis. Can I go to the breakout room with him, please?
Alex Francis. Oh, Sylvia, you can go back to that breakout room on your own.
Okay, so I'm not going to get the prompt.
No, if you'll see at the bottom of your screen and just go there.
Okay, and it was number, did you say 6? I'm so sorry.
No, you're in number 5.
5, okay, thank you. So
All right, Kelly Piddle, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1.
Thank you.
And Alex Francis, where are you?
He's in custody, Judge.
Right here, yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, everyone, let me check the paperwork. And Kelly, you've been sent to number 1.
Judge, when you have a chance, we have an announcement on
Yes.
Eliezer Flores with Sergio.
Last name is Flores.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So this is a case where our advocate has been in contact with the victim, but we'd like to speak to them, or I'd like to speak to them first, the family of the victim. So I was asking if we could get a reset. Additionally, Sergio, I guess some discovery was just uploaded beginning of March. And so he still needs to confirm that they have everything.
All right, Norma. On Mr. Flores, can we reset this in 30 days for discovery?
I'm actually Mr. Flores. I was supposed to be in the break room with Mr.
No,
Ibarra.
you were not. Remember I said that I would send you to a breakout room? I didn't call your name and say go to a breakout room.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry. I misheard that then.
That's okay. Your attorney will speak to you. Norma, can I have a 30-day reset for discovery?
Yes, ma'am. We'll be back on the 30th, Judge, April 30th.
All right, so we'll come back on April 30th for discovery to make sure that you have everything, Mr. Ibarra.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
Mr. Flores, do you need to speak with your attorney in the breakout room or can you just call him? Could you unmute for me, please?
I could call them or I could go meet them in the office.
Well, we're here. Which do you prefer? If you want, I'll tell you what I'll do. Sergio, I'm going to send you and your client to a breakout room to speak. You
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
need to come back to the main room. You can just excuse yourselves from that room.
Right,
Excellent. Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're welcome. So I'm going to send you to breakout room number 2.
Thank you.
And Sergio, what room were you in? There you are.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
All right, number 2. Everyone, just give me 1 second. Miss Nero? Norma Nero?
Yes, Judge, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, ma'am. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's beautiful. It's Thursday. The sun is shining.
Yes, it is.
All right, we have, we're not going to turn on the feature because
Okay.
the defendant is walking about. Mr. Garcia Sanchez, can you hear us?
Señor García Sánchez, ¿nos escucha?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Sanchez, your plea deadline date has expired.
Señor, la fecha para declararse ya se venció.
My understanding from your attorney is you are requesting a jury trial.
Lo que me mencionó su abogado es que usted está solicitando un juicio por jurado.
Is that correct?
¿Eso es correcto?
Es correcto. Es
That is
correcto,
correct.
sí.
Yes.
So, Mr. Flores, do you
Yes,
all
Your
want a jury trial or a bench trial?
A jury
señor.
trial, Your Honor.
Y señor Flores, ¿usted quiere un juicio por jurado o un juicio ante el juez? Un juicio por jurado, su señoría.
All right. And Mr. Flores, I have in my file the acknowledgement of discovery.
Y señor Flores, tengo ante mí el expediente con el reconocimiento de la evidencia.
Is there any outstanding discovery?
Not that I
Hay
know of, Your Honor.
¿Hay algún parte del descubrimiento que no haya sido entregado? No que yo sepa, su señoría.
Mr. Sanchez,
Y señor Sánchez,
have you understood everything today?
¿y usted entendió todo el día de hoy?
Sí,
Yes,
es correcto.
that is correct.
Do you have any questions about the process or any other questions for the court?
¿Y usted tiene preguntas acerca del proceso o alguna otra pregunta para la juez?
No, nada más que yo estoy al 100% para el juicio. Y
No,
y
only
lo
that I'm
que,
100% on for the trial.
Okay.
y lo que necesite, aquí estamos, aquí yo estoy trabajando en mis 2 trabajos y todo sigue igual.
And whatever you need, I'm here. I have 2 jobs and it's whatever you need.
All right, Mr. Sanchez, we're going to schedule you for a jury trial. We will make sure that an interpreter is always present when you are in court so you can speak to me through the interpreter.
Y señor Sánchez, lo vamos a programar para un juicio por jurado y nos vamos a asegurar que tengamos un intérprete presente para que usted lo tenga en todo momento si se quiere comunicar con la juez.
Está bien. Sí.
It's fine.
All right, Mr. Sanchez, you and your attorney are excused.
Ok, señor Sánchez, usted y su abogado se pueden retirar.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank
Que tenga buen
you.
día.
Okay.
Thank you, Norma.
You're welcome. May I be excused, Judge?
Yes, have a great day, rest of your day.
You too, Judge. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Everyone, just give me 2 Nathaniel Navy?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, who do you have?
I'm here on Kurt Kinnear, Knehr. If I could, the state, Jordan is who I was conferring with last time.
Spell the last name again for me, please.
Knehr.
All right, let me see here. I'll send you to breakout room number 3.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, just one. All right, I'm sorry, Marcus, what were you saying?
I didn't say anything.
Okay, all righty. Any other attorneys back?
I am Judge.
Yes.
The first thing before I tell you, I do want to compliment your mother. Your mother sounds like a very wise person. All the advice that she's given you that you
This
recite.
guy, look at this guy. Opposed. Looks like his application looks better already.
No. Judge, I have Jeremy Cordova.
Yes.
He had a case. He has a new case. He's just been indicted this week. I don't even have the indictment. I have some of the discovery. I don't know that I have it all. We do have a plea bargain offer, and I want to believe that we're probably going to resolve this by plea. But I can't promise you, but I want to believe that's going to be I'm pretty sure that will be the case. But I do need to get the indictment, make sure it's in order, finish the discovery. So I'd like to have a reset.
All right. And is that the new case, the assault choking case?
Yes, ma'am, it is. And that's the one we would be pleading on.
All right. Is 3 weeks enough time for you?
I think it would be enough time, Judge.
All right, Norma, on Jeremy Cordova, could you recall it for 3 weeks, please?
Yes, ma'am.
And is your client here?
He is here, Judge. I've met with him in the breakout room already. He should be back in the.
All right,
Yes.
thanks.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
All right,
We
thank
can
you.
call it back, for April 14th, Judge.
All right, so we're going to be back on April 14th.
And
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, I'm sorry, I missed the first part of that convo. What was going on at the case?
Ross is informing me that his client has just been indicted, and so he just wanted to have a chance to look over the discovery, but he thinks it may end up working out.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Judge.
Sure, no problem.
And if it does, if it's going to work out, I will give everybody advance notice so we can work on the paperwork in advance.
Okay, thank you, Ron.
All right, thank you. So April 14th will be your plea deadline date, Mr. Cordova. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right, you are excused.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Veronica Legarati.
Yes, Judge, I'm here with Joseph Anderson.
Okay. You said Anderson?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it Criminal Trial Division or CTD? I'm sorry, Criminal Trial Division or Family Violence?
I believe it's Criminal Trial Division. Yes, it is Criminal Trial Division.
All right, I'll send you.
I've already conferred with Alexandra. We need a trial judge.
All right, where is Mr. Anderson?
Here you are.
All right, Mr. Anderson, you're requesting a jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Veronica, do you want to consider a bench trial or no?
No, ma'am.
All right, so we'll see you for a jury trial.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Ms. Legarati, have you received all of the discovery? I have an acknowledgement of discovery in the file.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll see you for a jury trial, Mr. Anderson.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Judge, may we be excused?
Yes, Norma, please set Joseph Anderson for a jury trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, if I may, I'm ready to
Just
announce.
give me 1 moment, please. Does anyone see what pay? There he is. All right, and who was calling me?
Victoria Cruz, Your Honor, on Frank
Yes.
Moreno, Jesus Torres.
Yes.
I've conferred on Mr. Torres with Alexandra, Your Honor, and at this time, we would like a jury trial, please.
Jesus Torres, where are you?
Right here, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Torres, your plea deadline date has expired. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So the court will not accept any plea bargain agreements after today.
Well,
I'll
Judge,
send you.
if I could jump in just a little bit on Torres, I'm working on that one right now. If we could maybe just put a hiatus on the plea bargain deadline for maybe 60 minutes or so. Let me see what's going on with this case.
Okay, all righty. So, Mr. Torres, if you'll just hang around for a moment. And the other one you have is Frank Moreno.
Yes, Your Honor. He's actually Trisha Morales' client. He has been present. He's on the screen. And I have conferred, Trisha has conferred prior with David Martin, and Mr. Moreno would like a jury trial. He is rejecting the plea offer.
All right, Frank Moreno, where are you? Could you unmute for me, please, sir?
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no problem.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Mr. Moreno, your plea deadline date has expired. Defense, have you received all the discovery in this case?
Yes, Your Honor. Tricia has indicated she has.
All right, state on Frank Moreno, I'm going to need an acknowledgement of discovery done.
Okay.
And will you be able to get the acknowledgement of discovery done by April 2nd?
Yeah, I could probably get it done this morning.
All right. So I'll put the acknowledgement of discovery is due April 2nd. And Norma, if you could schedule Mr. Moreno for a jury trial.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and then Mr. Moreno, you are excused.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
May I approach?
Just who's saying may they approach?
Alfonso Otero on behalf of Espinosa.
Yes.
I conferred with Laura. There's one case that's still pending labs, and she likes to wait until getting the labs to make a global offer on all those cases.
All right, and who is this?
This is Miguel Espinosa, Judge.
All right, is he also Miguel Espinosa Garcia?
The same person, yes, Judge.
Okay. So when are the laboratory reports going to be in, Alexandra?
I just emailed Judge, it's with Maritza still. I just emailed her to get a status update and I haven't heard back yet. It's a little bit older, but I'm not seeing anything updated on Verapix, so I'm just waiting to hear back.
Okay. And let me see here. All right, Norma. Can you give Mr. Miguel Espinosa a 30-day reset, please?
Yes, April 29th.
All right, we'll see you back on April 29th.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
Yes.
Your Honor, this is Andres Campion. I'm back from the breakout room.
All right, just give me a moment. Yes.
We have I've discussed with the state some discovery issues that we've been trying to figure out. The SAPD officers are telling the state that there are no additional videos, which to me sounds odd because we only have in our possession one video that is about 2.5 minutes long. And it's a body cam video, but that's it. And it's only for 2.5 minutes. And so that is kind of odd for us. And so on that issue, I think we're going to be requesting an evidentiary hearing. And there's also the incident detail reports, or I guess key cards as they're referred to by the SAPD. We're still trying to get that. And the state has reached out to DPS to see if they haven't, because DPS performed the original stop. And so the state has reached out to them and is waiting to hear back on that. And there was claimed to be helicopter surveillance. So we're trying to get information on that as well, Your Honor. So we would request that, and we will file the proper motion today, requesting the evidentiary hearing. However, I
I'm not sure whether we're going to need to subpoena DPS as well. It depends on what they tell the state.
Norma, on Mr. Julian Omar Salazar Jimenez,
Yes, ma'am.
reset this in 30 days. It's going to be a discovery hearing with witnesses. Mr. Campion, you, the state, whomever needs to subpoena, whomever you need to subpoena, so we can get to the bottom of the discovery.
Yeah, and Your Honor, today was the plea deadline. I would ask that the court consider the outstanding discovery issues in possibly extending that, because I would not
I'll
be
extend
able.
it.
Thank you, Your Honor. And we will do it. As far as the subpoenas, can I just have them drafted and email them to your clerk to have them signed?
However you all do that, I'm not involved in making of the suit.
Right, but the
So
court will,
however,
but the court will sign the subpoenas and issue the orders of subpoena.
send your paperwork. I'm not making the suit for anybody.
Subpoenas go through the district clerk.
Gotcha. Thank you, Mr. Martin. See, I'm just trying to find some direction here, Your Honor.
You know where subpoenas go, Mr. Campion. You've been an attorney for a while.
I mean, for
Who do you get to serve
ALRs,
your-
maybe.
Who do you get to serve your subpoenas?
Well, I mean, that's like on a license review hearing or something, but that's like administrative.
See, Brenna, when I was first a defense attorney, I guess we were living in the dark ages and didn't know it. You had to do your own subpoenas. They're like, we're not giving you an investigator, do your own subpoenas. And we would have to do them.
Can we give him the number for that?
All right, Norma, what date do we come back for that hearing?
The 28th, April 28th.
April 28th.
Yep, so file whatever motions you need to file, subpoena whomever you need to subpoena. And we will go from there.
We'll do.
And
Your
Norma,
Honor.
what time? Because they're gonna have witnesses.
In the afternoon, Judge. We'll do it at 2 o'clock.
All right,
2
2 p.m.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. By the way, Mr. Salazar is here in my office. Would the
All
court
right,
like to
that'll
see
be,
him?
no, that's fine. I trust you. You're an officer of the court.
Thank
All
you.
right, that'll be at 2 p.m., okay?
Yes, Your Honor. We'll see you then.
Thank you. You're excused. Eric
Thank you.
Hernandez? I can't hear you. Brenda's, he's doing one of those things to gaslight me where he's really not talking.
I don't think your audio is connected. There you go. No, I still can't hear you.
Brenda, is this where I'm supposed to do this? We can't hear you.
Judge, I conferred with him earlier and I could hear him. He just inherited this file from Carlos Lopez. He still doesn't have the actual physical file, my understanding, from Carlos Lopez's office. And I tendered an offer and he wants to have a little bit of time to review the entire discovery and to go over the offer with his client. Is that correct, Mr. Hernandez? Yes, give a thumbs up.
All right, and your client is present, correct?
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Norma, on Mr. McGarity, can you give them a 30-day reset?
Yes, ma'am, the 29th, Judge.
All right, we'll see you back here, Mr. Hernandez, on April 29th.
Your Honor, is this better? I just connected from my phone.
Yes, so we'll see you back here on April 29th, okay?
That's correct. I've still got some discovery. I've got to go to the DA's office to review, so that works for me. April 29th, 2021.
Yes.
And I promise I was not gaslighting you.
Okay.
I was just hoping to buy time to hear one of your wonderful jokes.
Oh, gosh, I don't have any today. I'll make sure I have some next time.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good morning.
All right, thank you, you too. All right, any other attorneys? Mr. McGarity, you're excused.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Your Honor, I'm back from a breakout room with David
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
And Judge, at this time, we're not able to come to any kind of plea agreement. We're just going to set things for trial, if we could.
All right, So my understanding, there were no CPS records. Is that correct? That was the last setting to figure out if there
Yes.
were CPS records.
That's correct.
Have you received all the discovery?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. State, are you able to tender the acknowledgement of discovery, please, by April 9th? Is that doable?
Yes.
And then Norma, can you recall this in 30 days?
Yes, ma'am, the 29th.
All right, so we'll see you back on the 29th. April 29th will be your plea deadline date, Mr. Locke. I understand that you're saying that your client wants a jury trial, but that will just give him a chance to think things over. Of course, Mr. Sancho, if you still want a jury trial, we will, of course, accommodate you, but I always give everyone a plea deadline date. All right, with that, you and your client are excused, Mr. Locke.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you. Kelly Piddle, you're back.
Yes, Judge. Confirm my client. If I could talk to Marcus, please.
All right. Mr. Piddle, if you'll go to breakout room number 2, and Marcus, if you could go to breakout room number 2. Jason Goss.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what is happening with Paul Martinez?
We're going to accept the plea that's offered by Laura.
All right, if you can put that in the chat box to Norma Ferguson so she will know what paperwork to get together, please.
Okay. I guess, Laura, if you could do that.
Yeah, Jason, and can you also put your email address and your client's email address in the chats?
I will do that. Mhm. And Judge, I'm assuming, and I told my client that we would reset for plea.
You mean for sentencing?
I mean, yeah, for sentencing.
Yes.
Just so I mean, here's the idea is I don't know if I'm going to be able to go over all the paperwork and do all that today, but I will be able to do that if we can get the paperwork and sign it. And it's going to require sex offender registration, and I'm going to need to talk to him a lot about those conditions.
Yes, we can come back for sentencing on a different day and do the plea today.
Okay, well, I guess is it possible to reset for plea and sentencing so that I need to bring him in basically. It's going to be a deferred, but it's a sex offender registration.
All right, Norma, on Mr. Paul Martinez.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you recall this in 2 weeks?
Yes, ma'am. Give me 1 second, Judge. I can do it on April 5th, Judge.
All right, we'll see you back on April 5th, and that's your plea deadline date.
Okay, thank you, Judge. And we
right.
will accept it. And we consider this accepted in concrete and in stone. That's what we asked for. It's what we wanted, and they've allowed us to do it.
All right, thank you. You and your client are excused, but make sure that Laura Metzel has your client's email address so they can have the paperwork ready by April 5th.
I will. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. And you and your client are excused.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. John Robertson, you're back. Marco Bass.
Judge, just about. Can I speak with Laura on this one?
Yes. Who's your client?
Jose Turibiates. He was on all morning. I can get him. He can get back on in a bit.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 1.
Thank you, Judge.
Carl Alexander.
Morning, Judge. How are you?
Hi, great. How are you doing?
I'm sorry for my tardiness, but proof I wasn't just blowing you off, right?
Oh, awesome. No side effects?
Not yet. Days early. I mean, it's only been about an hour since they stuck me in the arm, I think. So
Is that the first dose?
yeah, it is.
All right, as my mom would say, don't put that in the atmosphere where you say not yet. Just say there will be no side effects.
Well, Doug warned me that probably tomorrow's gonna feel like I got punched in the arm by Tom Nisbet.
Oh, okay.
Coincidentally, my arm did not get sore when I got my Pfizer a few days ago.
Well, that's from all that pump and iron you do, man.
I'm getting my first one today.
It'll be fine. The first one was fine for me. The second one was, the arm ended up being very sore and I was fatigued. But other than that, it was okay.
Doug
I have so many health issues that I'm worried.
Oh, I think you're going to be fine. Don't put that in the universe.
I know. I'm trying to think positive.
Yeah. Carl, who do you have?
I had Jason Hammond, Your Honor.
Jason who?
Hammond.
Hammond, okay.
It's 187 Hammond 16.
Is it criminal trial division or family violence?
It is, Judge. It's CTD. Tom and I have conferred on this pretty extensively. I think we have a disagreement as to the facts and the law. I did file a motion to suppress some months ago. And I mean, we're at the point, I think we're just going to have a hearing on it. Whenever
Oh, you want a hearing on your motion to suppress?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we can do that. All right, Norma, they need a hearing on a motion to suppress.
Sorry, Judge, I do need to confer because I think, if I'm doing my due diligence, I mean, I need to get an offer from Tom. We've never discussed that. Because it is my belief this is going to be dispositive. I think it's going to be the controlling issue. So it'll either be my belief, although it's really my client's call, my belief is it's either going to end up being a plea or a dismissal.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 6 and a prosecutor will meet you there.
All right, thank you, Judge.
All right, and then John Robertson, you're back. You're muted.
I'm sorry, Judge. I'm getting ready to do a step in the 289th. I have not been able to get hold of my client. I will check back if when I get done, if that's okay.
All right, we can do this real quick, if you're okay to do it real quick.
Okay.
All right, could I have an attorney available, a prosecutor? His client is not present. Court is calling 2018 CR 12678, State of Texas versus Erica Monique Rodriguez. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
David Martin.
For the defense?
John Robertson.
All right, this hearing was scheduled at 9 a.m. It is now 10:46 a.m. Deputy Laura, has there been a Erica Monique Rodriguez in the courtroom at all today?
No, Your Honor, she has not.
And for the record, she has not been on the Zoom screen. Defense, have you had any contact with your client?
Not since January, Your Honor.
All right, state.
That's for a bond forfeiture.
All right, that will be granted, and I'll remand your client without bond. If you're able to get in touch with your client, I'll reconsider.
I will, Your Honor. I'll try to track her down. Thank you.
All right, thank you. You're excused, and we'll close the
Thank you.
record. Any other attorney who's back? All right, and Sean, have you received your paperwork?
Yes, Your Honor, I've completed the paperwork and signed it. And,
Judge, can I see in a breakout room really quick for just a moment?
Sure, just give me one moment. Sean, do you need to be in a breakout room with your client?
yes, please, Your Honor.
All right, and your client is Mario Rodriguez. Is Mario Rodriguez, he's in custody, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 9. Your attorney will meet you there to go over paperwork with you. And Norma, if I can see you in number 7, everyone just give us a moment. Oh, Norma, could you check your chat box, please?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Marco Bass, you're back?
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Yes.
So we're still waiting on the lab reports, Judge. So what happened is he has one family violence case and three drug charges. So that's kind of tying. We're just waiting on the lab reports. I thought they would. Maybe we can set them all together.
When are the lab reports going to be done on Mr. Cherubiades? Does anyone know?
It's a relatively recent case, Judge. I think he was arrested back on December 18th for these offenses. I just checked and I emailed the intake prosecutor, so hopefully we get him back in another 30 to 45 days. It's BCSO, so I'm not sure how long their lab reports typically take.
All right, Norma, on Cherubiades, can you recall this in 60 days, please?
Yes, ma'am. We can come back on May 20th, Judge.
All right, we'll see you back on May 20th.
Judge, I have a deposition. I have a deposition that day. Is there any? We can do a different day.
All right, Norma, can you pick a different day?
27th.
That'll work.
27th.
Perfect. Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're welcome. We'll see you then. Nathaniel Navy.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm back from the breakout room. I was going to ask for a 30-day continuance, Judge. This is my second appearance as his attorney since I subbed. There was a bit of a miscommunication. I had the incorrect password on his medical records, so I wasn't able to access those. We got that resolved right now, and I have the correct password. I also received a new offer on his case that I'd like to discuss. So if I could get a 30-day reset, I would appreciate that.
All right, just a moment. Norma,
Yes, ma'am.
on Kinnear, are there any other discovery issues, Nathaniel?
No, Your Honor, that was it. That was the only thing.
All right, so you technically have everything?
I do. I was able to access the meds this morning.
All right, Norma, recall Kinnear in 30 days, and that day will be your plea deadline date, Mr. Navy.
Understood, Judge.
Okay.
The 29th, April 29th. Yes, April 29th.
All right, we'll see you on April 29th.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. You and your client are excused. George Schaefer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, who do you have?
I have Henry Lopez.
And has your client appeared?
He's in custody, Your
Custody?
Honor.
All right, is it family violence or criminal trial division?
Criminal Trial Division, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1,
Thank you.
and a prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Anyone else back from the breakout rooms? All right, everyone, let me know when you're ready.
Judge, on Rios, we have finished the paperwork. I don't know if everything is ready yet, but we are when you are.
All right, has your client signed it?
No, we haven't gone through it yet.
All right, I'll
sorry,
see.
we're not ready.
That's okay. All right. Let me
I
see
forgot
what
about
Mr.
that small thing.
Mr. Rios, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 7 with your attorney so she can go over paperwork with you.
Okay.
All righty. And Ms. Hewitt, if you'll go to breakout room number 7, and as soon as I receive paperwork, I'll sign it.
Your Honor,
Yes.
can you please put Jason Hammond in breakout room? I think I was in 6. Carl Alexander is in there.
All right, Mr. Hammond, if you go to breakout room number 6, please.
Just hold it down, right? Yeah.
Norma, can I see you in a breakout room?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll move you to number 10.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, just 1 second. All right, George Schrafer.
Yes, Your Honor, I've conferred with the state. There's still some discovery matters that the state is producing for me. We'd like to
Okay.
get this matter reset.
All right, Norma. On Henry Lopez,
Yes, ma'am.
can you recall that in 30 days for discovery?
Yes, it'll be April the 30th.
All right, we'll come back on April 30th, and at that time, hopefully all the discovery will be available.
Hopefully so, Your Honor.
All right, if there's nothing else, have a good one.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I tell my client that we're going to be excused?
Yes, Norma, can you let them know that number 14A needs to go back?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Kelly Piddle.
Judge, I confer with Marcus Sanders on Alex Francis, and we do not have an agreement on an MTR, and we would need a contested hearing, please.
All right, just give me 1 moment.
No problem.
Norma,
Yes, ma'am.
today was the day for the contested hearing.
No, Your Honor. Ms. Corley was representing him on his last hearing. You advised us if we did not have something resolved by this setting, then we would be setting for contested. But if you have that, and if they're not ready, then we'll go with that.
That's nice. Although I do believe, I could be wrong, but the allegations in the motion, they probably could still go. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I'll recall it for a contested. Norma, can you set Mr. Francis for a contested, please?
In addition, Judge, I've e-filed and I emailed you, Marcus and Norma, a motion for discovery. I'd like a copy of the probation file on the case.
All right. Norma, what's the date for us to come back for a contested on this matter?
Give me just a second, Judge. Let me check the calendar.
All right. And it'll have to be an in-person day?
Yes, ma'am. Give me 1 second. Judge, I have April 1st open, the 7th or the 8th.
State defense, choose your day.
I would ask for the 7th or the 8th, since we will try to prove up a new number one.
1 second. Yeah, the 7th works for me, Judge.
All right, it'll be April 7th. And Mr. Francis, you'll need to be in the courtroom.
He's in custody, Judge, so that's up to you.
All right. April 7th, Mr. Francis, we'll have a contested motion to revoke on that day, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Norma, what time?
It'll be in the afternoon, Judge, at 1:30.
All right, it'll be at 1:30 p.m. Now let's
It's
take
not.
up the matter of the probation officer's file probation. Is there
Yes.
something that he needs to sign with, as it relates to your file, or state, do you have any objections?
We don't have an objection.
I know usually it goes through, it has to be, I believe subpoenaed, but I am verifying right now. So if you can give me a moment.
Okay. And Mr. Piddle, after you get that information from probation, of course, they're going to want it returned back to them.
That's fine, Judge. I think you can order it and they have to comply with your order, but would save me having to go to the district clerk.
Again, people are not used to old school. Marcus, back in the day, we would have to go and get this information ourselves, file subpoenas, make people appear.
They don't even let you in the room anymore. You got to wait in the hall.
Well, Kelly, you got to wait in the hall if you're not going to wear your mask and socially distance.
Well, I'm a big anti-masker, Judge. You know me, so.
Okay, Norma, please make note of that so that Kelly cannot be around me because he doesn't wear a mask.
Hi, Judge.
Yes.
Sylvia Cavazos and I have reached an agreement on Larry Wayne Phillips.
Yes.
I'm working on the paperwork right now. We are crossing our fingers that we might be able to do it before the lunch break.
Sure.
Okay.
All
I
right,
will.
thanks.
I'll send Norma the details of the plea.
All right, thank you.
Judge, I did go over the paperwork with my client.
Oh, there should be a clerk in that room right now.
Okay.
Swearing him in. Are the clerks in breakout room number 7 to swear in the defendant?
I'm doing it right now. Judge.
Judge, my manager just said that he would have to subpoena the file. The department will then review it and then he can have the file or access to certain items.
Okay. All right, I'm going to sign the order for his request for discovery.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like he's
To
doing
have
that
the
right now.
file. So there you go. It's signed.
Cool. Ms. Reyes, I'll email you my email address so you have it.
Okay, thank you.
Can I have a breakout room with my client, please, Mr. Francis?
Yes, and then after you finish speaking to him, please bring him back to the main room, and
Okay.
you are in breakout room number 2. Mr. Corrales, could you unmute for me, please? I'm sorry for the waiting.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Corrales, your attorney has passed.
Yes, ma'am.
Were you going to hire an attorney, or did you need one appointed to you?
I've been trying to hire one, so I think at the moment I need one appointed.
All right, just remain on the screen. We're going to get one appointed to you. We're going to look it through the system, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, just give us a moment. Sean, have you gotten your paperwork yet?
Yes, Your Honor, I've signed it and reviewed it with my client and sent it back.
All right, because I haven't received it. Can anyone check on Sean Former's client, Mr. Rodriguez, to see where the paperwork is in the process?
Yes, Judge.
The paperwork's sitting in jail waiting for the defendant's signature.
All right, Sean, your client has the paperwork in his box.
Let me go back
So
to
if
him.
you could go back to breakout room with your client.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. He's in number 9. And Lupe, have you sworn in Mr. Rios? Thank you. Who is the prosecutor on Rios?
George did the paperwork and I made the deal, so either of us can do it.
All right, who wants it?
Okay, I'll do it.
Mr. Rios?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Brenda, you ready?
I'm ready.
Court is calling 2021 CR 2714W, State of Texas versus Eduardo Rios. Could I have parties announced for the record, please, for the state,
Nisbet for the state.
for the
I'm ready to
defense?
do it for Mr. Rios.
Are you Mr. Rios?
Yes, Your Honor.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objections from the state?
None.
Any objections from the defense?
No.
Mr. Rios, I'm showing you a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Appear by Video. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you
Yes, Your-
understand it and did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. Counsel, I'm showing you the acknowledgement discovery. Have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
Yes.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Rios, I'm going to show you a document entitled Waiver of Indictment, Reading of Information and Rights under Article 1.051 and 26.03 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand you have a right to have a grand jury hear the evidence in this case and make a decision on whether or not to indict this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that your attorney has certain rights, namely 2 days until the presentation of the information and 10 days from the presentation of the information to prepare for trial? Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived indictment, reading of information and rights under Article 1.051 and 26.03 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. Next, I'm showing you information. Did you review that document with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the information?
Yes.
State, are you proceeding on the information as presented?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Rios, I'm showing you a document entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand in the information you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 less than 1 gram?
Yes.
Did you understand that the range of punishment for that offense is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Did you understand if you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement? If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call on the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
Yes.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Mr. Rios, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Next, I'm showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishments be assessed at 180 days in the state jail facility. There are no applications. This will run concurrent with 2020 CR 2110. And they will take into consideration NIMAC number 597013. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
It is.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes.
Next, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled Waiver of Appeal. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you
Yes.
electronically sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No.
Then to the information, how do you plead, Mr. Rios? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence to support the plea?
State offers Exhibit 1 in attachments.
Any objections?
No objection.
Mr. Rios, I'm showing you a document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports and laboratory reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We just ask that you follow the plea bargain agreement.
All right, the court will follow your plea bargain agreement, sentence you to 180 days jail in the, 180 days in the state jail facility, concurrent with 2020 CR 2110, taking consideration NIMAC number 597013, give you credit for any time served. Is there anything from either side with regards to sentencing under that cause number?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Rios, I'm showing you a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
And also because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunitions. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court is calling 2020 CR 2110. Again, we're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objections from the state or the defense?
None.
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Rios, I'm showing you a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Appear by Video. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. Next, I'm showing you a document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Eduardo Rios, who was placed on community supervision in 2020 CR 2110 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 1 to 4 grams, on October 15th, 2020 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah,
No,
sorry, Judge, I'm gonna pull it up real fast.
Did you want me to read it?
I got it here. Here we go. Condition number 2, on or about the 16th day of December 2020 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Eduardo Rios did then and there illegally use a controlled substance, namely meth/amphetamines, in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
True.
State?
We waive the remaining allegations, Your Honor.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No objections.
Mr. Rios, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 2 years in prison and up to a $1,500 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2? I'm sorry, yes, violation of condition number 2.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there an agreement?
There is, Judge, pending the court's approval that he be revoked, assessing the 2-year underlying term running in concurrent with the new waiver case that the court just heard a plea on, and TICing the Nightmare case.
Is that the agreement, defense?
It is.
Mr. Rios, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will follow your agreement. The court will grant the motion, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. This is to run concurrent with 2021 CR 2714W, taking consideration NIMAC number 597013. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing?
Not from the defense.
Mr. Rios, I'm going to show you a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you've waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Rios, good luck to you. You're still young. You can make a decision. Either you're going to spend the rest of your life in and out of prison, or maybe dying from using drugs, or either you're going to get your life together. The choice is yours.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Take care, Mr. Rios.
Thank you. Appreciate
All
you.
right, Norma, can you let them know 17A can go back? And
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Hewitt, you are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
All right, and to the clerks, I'm going to send you to a breakout room on Mario Rodriguez to go over paperwork.
Thank you, Judge.
Kelly Pillow, you're still here?
Judge, you told me and my client to come back after we conferred.
All right, thank you. You're excused. Norma, can you let them know L2 can be excused?
L2, Judge?
Yes, that's
Okay,
Francis.
thank you.
Yes, thank
All
you.
right, we'll see you back for your contested hearing.
Sounds
Mr.
great.
Piddle, I didn't get your email.
Yeah, are you Rebecca.Reyes?
Rebecca.Reyes@bear.org. Yeah.
Sure. I'll send you right now.
Okay. Okay. I was just looking out for it to make sure I got it before you left. So.
Okay,
All right, Carl Alexander.
Hi, Judge. How are you?
Hi.
Okay, so we're back. Tom made a pre-hearing offer, which my client is seriously considering. So we're asking if we could come back in maybe if he could have at least 2 weeks to kind of think it over and discuss with his family. And of course, we need to make sure it's sufficiently before the actual hearing date so that Tom can call up his witnesses and doesn't have to go through the effort of pretrial if we're going to have a deal.
Okay, how old is your client?
I don't know off the top of my head, Judge. He's got a significant other and a sick mom that he wants to kind of discuss everything with. That's
Okay.
because it is a to-do offer. So that's sort of the heaviness of it. So.
All right, Norma, can you recall Mr. Hammond in 2 weeks? Mr. Hammond in 2 weeks, please.
Yes, ma'am.
And then after that time, Judge, is that we'll worry about if we need the hearing date, then we'll set it after that point? Or?
No, that's the date for him to either accept a plea or reject the plea.
Okay, that's what I said. That's not the suppression hearing date. That is the plea deadline.
Yes. Yes. All right.
I can do April 7th or the 9th.
To the 9th. Okay, I have nothing on the 9th. And then what's on the 7th?
So what day do you want it?
If we could do the 9th, actually, because the 7th is kind of bad.
All right, Norma, if you'll set it for April 7th, then. Mr. Hammond, we'll see you on April 7th.
No, he said April 9th, Judge.
Okay, April 9th. Mr. Hammond, we'll see you on April 9th. And Norma, can you let them know 16F can go back?
May I be excused, Judge?
Yes.
Good to see you. Have a good
You
rest.
too. Have a good one.
Judge, is Alfonso Otero still here? Did you talk to someone?
Yes. He is doing the paperwork and Lupe is trying to go there and swear him in. Right? Yes. Lupe is swearing him in.
So did she see?
All right, Sean, I think they're just swearing your client in.
So let me let you know what's going on. On April 7th, there's going to be a motion to approve.
And then Brenda, we will get you out of here at 12.
No problem, Judge.
Judge Larry Phillips is filling out the paperwork. I think his attorney's already signed it, so hopefully they should be coming out of the breakout room very shortly.
Okay, great. I'm just waiting to see if I have anything yet. And I haven't gotten anything from them yet, so I guess they're still signing it.
So I think the discovery acknowledgement is already done.
Yes, that's done.
So just the plea packet. Should be any minute.
Okay.
Judge,
Yes.
my email, I'm not able to send anything out right now. Can you send out a link to Bobby Gibbia for me, please?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm trying to clear some stuff out real quick.
Okay. What is Bobby's email?
I will send it to you in the.
Judge, did you say that Lupe is going over paperwork for attorney Alfonso Otero as well? on
No, he's
Miguel?
just Sean Farmer on Mario Rodriguez.
Where's Alfonso Otero on Miguel Espinoza Garcia? Is he here still?
I don't see Alfonso Otero on the screen.
He said his client wanted a trial. He didn't talk to anybody. He left. You want me to call him back, Tom? Yeah, he didn't even go into a breakout room with anyone. He just said, they just trial.
Did he sound like Count Chocula when he said it?
Yes.
Do
you want me to call him back?
Mario Rodriguez, could you go back to the breakout room, please?
One sec. Let me look at this first, Norma.
And to the clerk, I'm sending you to number 7. And Sean Farmer, if you can go to 7 with your client, please. Mr. Rodriguez, if you look at the bottom of your screen where it says breakout rooms, click on that and join the breakout room.
Okay. And then I will
Mm. Yeah, Norma, can you call him back?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Judge, did you get the email?
Yes, I did, and I've sent it.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yes, I sent it to him. Oh, Tom, what is happening with Victoria's client, Mr. Torres, I guess?
I am blowing this cop up from all angles, trying to get him to call us back.
All right.
And he knows, he's just taking his time.
All right. So Victoria.
I guess if you want to do, Judge, if you want to just let them go, then I'll talk to Victoria off docket, and then we can just bring them back if necessary.
Well, let me ask you this, Victoria, because it looks like we may have to come back in the afternoon. We're going to come back in the afternoon anyway. If you're available, Victoria, can you just like zoom in the afternoon and just get an update?
I can, Your Honor. We do have hearings in County Court 2 and in Wilson County this afternoon. Okay. But somewhere between 1 and 4, I can pop back in. I would just ask for my client to be excused.
Yes, he's excused.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor. I'll pop back in. If it's the same.
All right. And do you have contact with your client on a regular basis?
Yes, and his mother.
All right. So that way, if something doesn't happen and we need to reset it, you'll be able to get that information to him.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Okay. That's what we'll do. Mr. Torres, you're excused. Enjoy the rest of your work day. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge. I'll be back this afternoon.
All right. Thanks. All right, can a different clerk also go into the breakout room with Sylvia Cavasso's client to swear them in, please? Robert, I'm sending you to
Judge.
breakout room number 5.
Okay, Judge.
Tom, Mr. Vettel's going to be logging in just a few minutes.
Thank you.
And to the clerks in the back, you should now have all the paperwork on Mr. Rodriguez.
Does he usually respond quick or no?
All right, and Mr. Gebbia, can I see you in breakout room number 1, please?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Otero, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 2. A prosecutor will meet you there.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Corrales,
Yes, Your Honor.
there's an attorney that's been appointed to you. His name is Bobby Gebbia. He's going to speak to one of the prosecutors, and then he'll get with you, okay?
Okay.
All right, and then he'll introduce you to himself.
Okay.
Could a prosecutor, Bobby, do you want to meet with your client first or the prosecutor?
I'd like to meet with the prosecutor first, please.
All right, could a prosecutor go to breakout room number 1, please? It's a criminal trial division. It's Francisco Corrales.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And everyone, we're taking a break at noon.
Judge, I think that Philip's paperwork is all done.
All righty. Chris Newman, you want to go to breakout room number 5 and see?
Happily. I'll be right back.
Thank you. Hey,
He's
you're back?
his signed the certificate of appeal and should be right out.
All right, thank you.
Judge, I'm going to tell you, I'm doing my best to hold it together. I worked MAG last night. It's my overnight week. So the melatonin hasn't kicked in yet, but it's getting close to my bedtime.
Okay, now it's the time for me to tell another story. Brenda, all my stories are true, and I don't change any names like they do in Dragnet to protect the innocent, because there are no innocent people in this story. It's just, it's all true. It is what it is. So my mom worked, and she would work rotating shifts, Christian. So imagine you're working 7 days in the morning, then you do 7 days midday, and then you do 7 days graveyard shift.
Mm-mm.
And you have children that you have to feed.
Nope. I have dogs I can lock up in a box and they still completely interrupt my ability to sleep.
Let me just tell you, the first time I moved to Bexar County and was actually working every single day, I would stop at the restaurant near my apartment to get food because I was so tired. So I called my mom and I said, Mom, I just want to say thank you. She's like, thank you for what? I'm like, I really appreciate the fact that you would work rotating shifts and still have breakfast, lunch, and dinner for us. I don't know how you did it.
Yep. I have a newfound appreciation too.
Hey, there you go. So, Sylvia.
Yes, ma'am.
If you can go back to number 5 and have your client to come to the main room.
Oh, yeah. I think the clerk said I'll go ahead and help him log out.
Okay, great.
But I don't mind. I could go back in.
Yep.
Okay, let me do that.
Because, Brenda needs to go at 12, everyone.
Yes.
He'll be back in the afternoon.
Yeah, he was signing the certificate of appeal. We're done with everything else.
Okay.
Let me see what's happening. Okay, I'll go back real quick. Because we
All right, certificate of appeal is done. So if there's a clerk in the back. Kelly Piddle, you're back gracing us with your presence. What's going on?
It's always gracing, Judge. I just got an email from Miss Reyes saying her manager on Alex Francis's contested MTR that I need to subpoena the probation file. So tell me what you want me to do. You want me to subpoena, Judge, or is your order?
It's you can do whatever you want to do. I signed an order saying that they were to hand it over. If you want to talk to Norma, have it set and have the supervisor come in, and I'll tell them on the record to give you the documents.
Okay. Can we set it tomorrow? Or is everyone around?
If you'll talk to Norma.
Okay. I'll message her.
Yes. If you will do that. 12 docket or this afternoon because we're running a little bit behind schedule and Brenna has her meeting.
Okay, no problem. Norma, can I text?
Thanks.
Okay, cool. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate it.
Because I promised Brenna she's getting out at 12. I keep my promises, people.
Come on, Larry.
Yeah, and it's just a Class C judge, so it's hopefully going to be quick.
Super fast.
And he was swearing him in with the documents when I went in real quick.
All right. Tell Mr. Phillips to come to the main room. Brenda, I'm about to close the breakout rooms on everybody. That'll give them 30 seconds.
Do it.
Yes, Judge.
Do it.
Do it, Judge.
Just do it. Pull the
Okay.
trigger.
Brenda, they're saying do it. I'm too old to bow to peer pressure. Brenda, I don't even think I bowed to peer pressure when I was a toddler. I'm like, no.
What I meant to say is, what a great idea, Judge.
That's
You
right.
should feel free to do
Brilliant
that.
idea. Yes, Pat.
Let me go check on it. Hold on.
Well, the only reason is because Tom is in a breakout room with another attorney. Otherwise, I would shut it down.
Hello, Your Honor. I've returned.
Hi. Mr. Rosales, you're not a monkey. Stop grooming yourself on your chest. I don't want to see your chest hairs. Where's Mr.
Oh, come on, guys.
I want everyone here, one, to put patience in your pocket.
He's on his way.
Brenna, crack your knuckles
I got it.
because we're about to do a speed run. All right, here we go. I don't know where Mr. Phillips' paperwork is. Brenna, this is Mr. Farmer on Mario Rodriguez. Mario Rodriguez, who's the prosecutor on this? Prosecutor, Mario Rodriguez.
Mr. Nisbet.
I can stand it if you need me to, Judge.
Mr. Nisbet.
Jordan Brown did the paperwork, Judge.
All right, who'll stand in?
Marcus.
All right. Brenna, he has 3 cases.
Okay.
Court is calling 2020 CR 8228, 2020 CR 11976, 2020 CR 0532, State of Texas versus Mario Rodriguez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Marcus Sanders.
for the defense?
Farmer for Mr. Rodriguez.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objections from either parties?
No objection.
No objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Rodriguez, in each of these cases, I'm showing you documents entitled Defendant's Consent to Appear by Video. Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand them? And did you electronically sign them?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each of the cases, the court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. And cause numbers 2020 CR 11976 and 2020 CR 8228. Defense, I'm showing you the acknowledgement of discovery. Have you received all the discovery in each of these cases? And did you review that discovery with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance. Mr. Rodriguez, in each of the cause numbers, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand them?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, in each of the cases, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, in each of the cases, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Judge.
All right, just one moment. Christopher Newman and Sylvia Cavazos, can you guys go back in the breakout room? Because I could hear the clerks in the back saying they don't have something.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Rodriguez, in each of the cases, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand them? And did you electronically sign them in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
In 2020 CR 11976, you're charged with the offense of evading arrest, detention with a vehicle. That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison with a possible fine up to $10,000. In 2020 CR 8228, you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance. Penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams. That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each of the cases, if you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each of the cases, you have a right to jury trial, right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, in each of these cause numbers, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each of the cause numbers, do you believe your client has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each of the cause numbers, do you believe your client is currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Rodriguez, in each of the cause numbers, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter these pleas?
No, Your Honor.
In each of the cause numbers, has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement?
No, Your Honor.
In each of the cause numbers, are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each of the cause numbers, are you a citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial in each of the cause numbers. In each of the cause numbers, I'm showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargain agreement in each of the cause numbers, punishment is to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. There are no applications. The cases will run concurrent with each other in the MTR, and the state will take into consideration in each cause numbers JN 1979740, 2020 CR 8229, 2020 CR 12345, and 2020 CR 12344. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense is at the plea bargain agreement in each case.
Yes, Your Honor.
State is at the plea bargain agreement in each case.
Yes, Judge.
In each of the cause numbers, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver of appeal. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in each cause number?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Oh, no, Your
Have there
Honor.
been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then in cause number 2020 CR 11976, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And in cause number 2020 CR 8228, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, in either of the cause numbers, do you have any evidence to support the defendant's no contest plea?
Yes, for each cause, the state offers states Exhibit 1 and its attachments.
Any objections?
No,
Any
Your Honor.
objections? Mr. Rodriguez, in each of the cause numbers, I'm showing you what's entitled wavering consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand them? Did you electronically sign them in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement that the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each of the cause numbers, the court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, in each of the cause numbers of the review and states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty in each cause number. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
No, Your Honor, requesting another date for sentencing.
All right, Norma, can we get a new date for sentencing, please?
Yes, ma'am. That will be 4 weeks. Give me 1 second, Judge.
We don't need a PSI report. How much time is your client asking for, Mr. Foreman?
It's just a week or 2 weeks.
All right, Norma, can you recall this in a week, please?
A week, we can do the 31st, Judge.
All right,
Or 1st of April.
We'll come back on the 31st, Mr. Rodriguez, on those 2 cases, okay?
I'm sorry, March 31st?
Yes, March 31st.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. May I be
All right.
excused?
No, just one moment. We have the motion to revoke.
Are you talking to either one of y'all right now? Okay.
In 2020 CR 0532, Mr. Rodriguez, I'm showing you a document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision, and states motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke probation. Did you have a chance to review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Mario Rodriguez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 0532 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 gram on August 3rd, 2020 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Condition number 1. Let's see. On or about the 24th day of August 2020 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Mario Rene Rodriguez committed the offense of possession of controlled substance, PG1, in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
We'll waive the rest.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court will find violation of condition number 1, and this will be recalled for March 31st. All right, Mr. Farmer, you're excused.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, guys, I still don't have the paperwork on Mr. Phillips.
I had a proposal for the court.
All right, Brenda, this will be it. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
All right, the court is calling 2020 CR 9009, State of Texas versus Larry Wayne Phillips. Could I have the parties announced for the record, please, for the state?
Christian Newman for the state, ready to proceed?
For the defense?
Sylvia Colossus for the defense.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state or the defense?
No objection.
Mr. Phillips, I need you to unmute yourself, please.
Unmute yourself, Mr.
I'm
Phillips.
unmuted. Okay, say again.
All right. Mr. Phillips, did you sign a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Appear by Video?
I did, yes.
Did you understand that document and did you review that with your client? I'm sorry, with your attorney.
I do, yes, ma'am.
Do you have any objections to this hearing taking place by video?
I do not.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. Defense, I'm showing you a document entitled Acknowledgement of Discovery. Have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
Yes, ma'am.
No, Ms. Cavazos.
We have, Your Honor, yes.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Next, Mr. Phillips, I'm showing you a document entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Okay, can you slow down and say that again?
I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we're proceeding on a lesser included offense.
And what will that be?
It'll be the Class C simple assault by contact.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Any objections from this defense?
No objections.
Mr. Phillips, I'm showing you a document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand what you're charged with? A simple assault by contact. That's a Class C misdemeanor. The range of punishment is up to $500. Did you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call on the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Phillips, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
I am, yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Next, I'm showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of simple assault by contact as a Class C misdemeanor. They're asking for a $500 fine. There are no applications and you are to plead guilty. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
That's correct, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled Waiver of Appeal. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, have there been any such motions?
There have not been.
Then Mr. Phillips, to the offense of simple assault as a Class C misdemeanor, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State, any evidence to support the plea?
State offer states one, all attachments tendered to the court electronically.
No
Any objections?
No objections.
Mr. Phillips, I'm showing you a document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to confront any witnesses the state would call on the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. The court is accepting into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court has reviewed the same. The court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court will sentence you to a $500 fine. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Brenna, we can go off the record, and Brenna, you're excused. Thank you. I hope you make it.
I will, Judge. Thank you.
All right. All right, so when is the $500 supposed to be paid?
I was going to check with the CLO with where he could pay that. Miss Reyes.
All right, Rebecca Reyes.
Yes.
Where does he need to pay that?
He would have to pay it at the courthouse because he's not officially on probation.
Yes.
And we're at the courthouse?
I don't know where that department is located at. Sorry.
We will find out.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
This is a moment of learning. So I like
That's
that.
right.
I will say, I think it may be in the basement of the criminal court in the tunnel. So that's where I think it is.
Like of the tower, right? Judge, the first
Yes.
one. Yeah.
Yes, but in that breezeway for that basement.
And there's like windows there, I believe.
Yes.
So you're right, before the courtyard.
Yes. So, but I would suggest when he pays it, that maybe he goes first thing tomorrow morning because the clerk has to put it in the system. Otherwise, there won't be any record of it.
Okay. Mr.
All right.
That works for you. And we can talk off record, Judge. I mean, on our own about that.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much for y'all's patience and
Judge,
no
thank you so
problem.
much for squeezing us in before lunch. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. It's just that Brenna has a court
Yes.
reporting meeting.
Totally understand.
All right. Bye, guys.
Have a
Thanks so
good
much.
day, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.